Greetings and welcome to Small Business Power, the show that is all about the power of small business to strengthen the economy in your community, in your state, and in the country. I'm Cheyenne Kramer. This is my better half.
Don Kramer. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great day.
Yes, and we are as well. We're getting ready to leave North Carolina and head south
Yay.
tomorrow for Florida.
Yay.
So we'll be hanging out down there during the cooler months, but we actually have quite a lot going on here in North Carolina right now, which is part of what we wanted to share with you today. So here's a question for you. Have you seen any of those signs out here that says now hiring?
We are hiring. We are hiring. We are hiring.
Now hiring today, now,
We need,
hurry.
yeah, we need you.
Holy cow. And it's not just in North Carolina, is it?
No,
Oh,
no,
my
no.
word. We saw them all over Georgia. I'm sure we'll see them in Florida. I mean, everywhere across the country, you will see these signs right now. And it's really all of these signs that are all over the place that inspired us to get engaged in trying to help to create more of a pipeline of potential employees for businesses. How many of you ever heard the word apprenticeship program?
I have.
Well, and I was fortunate. Straight out of high school, I went from high school into a major Fortune 500 company that had a manufacturing apprenticeship program. It was a 3-year program, and at the end of it, I was considered a Class C toolmaker. And although yours wasn't necessarily a corporate apprenticeship program, I'd say you kind of went through one too, right?
Yep. It was a small company.
A small company.
Yes.
The Marine Corps is a small
Yep.
company.
Yep. But we get the job done.
Well, this is true. This is true. But what kind of skills did you learn in the Marine Corps?
Oh, I learned how to work on
Oh,
airplanes.
there you go.
Actually, even flew some.
Mm.
That's dangerous with
Yeah.
me.
But the whole thing is though, you learned some valuable skills there that
Oh,
you were
yes.
later able to use to start your own business, right?
Learn a lot about mechanics and electronics,
Yes, you did.
electrical, all
Yes,
that good stuff.
absolutely. I rely on that knowledge that he got. There is no doubt about it. So, that's one of the things that's really good right now is there is a new focus like there has never been on apprenticeship programs. And, even if you do not have a huge company, sometimes thinking about creating an apprenticeship training program in your company might make sense. I know that the trades have been doing this for a long time. All the construction trades have had apprentice programs. I know that now the automotive trades are starting to really get serious about apprenticeship programs and learning on the job. I'm trying to think what else. I guess there's even some healthcare related apprenticeship programs.
Yes, there's a lot. It's almost every field.
Almost every field. Yep, they're understanding more and more that it's really important to have some hands-on training for people because we may still have the luxury of being able to hire people who already have skills in IT, computer related stuff. There's a lot of stuff where people are still going to school and getting the skills they need, but by gosh, the trades have fallen down in terms of what we have in the school systems in most cases for helping people to move forward. So, wanted to just highlight that piece to you. But I've also had the thrill over the last few days of learning about something that even surprised me. It's called pre-apprenticeship programs.
Mm.
And it's I guess in a way it's sad that we need those now, right? But but sometimes, because there's been so much chaos in our economy in the last couple of years. And there's been so many people who have decided they'd rather stay at home because they're scared of being out in public for obvious reasons. And, all of these things have created this perfect storm where we have to do more to prepare people to go into some of these apprenticeship programs. So right now that's part of what we're working on. We've got a team of people who's working on creating a pre-apprenticeship program. And some of the things that we're going to focus on with that is a whole lot in the soft skills. I mean, we've worked with some young people in the past, and some of them, they've spent too much time with these, right?
Mm.
And so they like staring at the screen, but they're not used to having the face-to-face communication
Hmm.
with other people.
That's hard. That's hurting them.
It is definitely hurting them in a big way. And the last 2 years have just intensified that, because everything has been virtual and everything has been separate, and it's like people are forgetting how to be human, how to have conversations one on one. So we definitely will be focusing on some of those skill sets. But I think another big one that's going to become more and more prevalent in all size businesses is getting people knowledgeable in team problem solving.
That's
Uh,
important. Very important.
we saw it with some of the kids we've worked with in the past. We've seen it with adults. People are wanting to come together and solve problems, because there's some people out here who are supposed to be solving problems, and I'm not sure if they might be creating more
More
than they
problems.
solve. We
uh,
won't go down that path, but you might have some ideas about some of the folks we're talking about. So the problems are best solved by the people who are closest to them, who know what's going on. And that's part of what we're looking to do in businesses, small businesses, medium businesses, as well as working with some of our younger generations and getting them into, creation. Because I think we were all made in the image and likeness of a creator, don't
we
you?
were.
And, quite honestly, our brains are happiest when we're in a creation process. So I think the more we can engage people and get them into those creation processes, get them coming up with their own ideas, because people will take ownership of things that they help to create. And otherwise, I don't know. I don't want to see our small businesses crumble. Do you?
No, no, they're the backbone of this country, and they have been, and they will be forever.
Yes, and we're here to help make sure that that continues to be the case. So, if you haven't thought about putting together some kind of a training program in your company, something where you can train people in a hands-on kind of way, and it doesn't have to be the trades. Oh my goodness, even getting young people exposed to it doesn't matter what kind of a service business you might have, you know, I remember when I was in staffing and recruiting, the owner of the company I worked for, she actually had some high school students come in and be a job shadow intern for a little bit so that they could learn a little bit about the business that we were in. We've got to get more of our folks engaged in some of these things. So, is there anything else you can think of that's important to say about this whole issue?
Well, I know that a lot of young people are, like you say, on their phones. You can learn so much on your phones,
Mhm.
but you cannot learn how to do plumbing on your phone. You
I
can
thought
read all about it
I thought YouTube gave you stuff like that.
uh, until you actually do
Do
it.
it.
Have someone actually show you, just like electrical wiring. I've done plumbing. I've been a plumber. I've done electrical wiring in houses and on aircraft. Actually do it and see how that's supposed to be done. You're not going to do it by looking on a phone. I'm sorry.
I hear you. I hear you, no doubt. So, and if you happen to be in North Carolina, apprenticeshipnc.com is a website you might want to take a look at. I didn't even realize until a couple of days ago that that organization existed, but it's there to help you to figure out what could you put together as an actual apprenticeship program, and you can become a registered business with an apprenticeship program, and they will help you promote that. So, think about that. Apprenticeshipnc.com. Really good resource to go take a look at and see if that might be right for you. Final words?
Oh, that sounds like we've covered it. It's not really difficult to understand,
It's true.
but you have to get off the phone if you're going to learn to do something. Another thing,
Mhm.
there's plumbers out there making more than people with PhDs.
That's true. That's true. The trades pay very well.
There's electrical people out there, licensed electricians, making more than people with PhDs. They
It's true.
know a lot, these trade positions.
They do. They
They're
do.
they are some of the backbone of this country.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So think about that. Think about the power of apprenticeships. Think about, pre-apprenticeships. I think that we're going to see more of those type of programs as well. There's actually funding out here for education for people in apprenticeship programs as well as in pre-apprenticeship. Not necessarily for hands-on work in a company, but if there is educational pieces, there is money out here through the government structures to help pay for that education.
And I think if people want to know more, they need to go to our website and get in contact with us.
That's true. You're not going to necessarily find all the details about that, but if you get in touch with us, we can help connect you with people who can help you to put in place an apprenticeship that will help you to build a pipeline of people to work with you in your business. So, with that being said, we'll sign off for this week and keep on growing, keep on hanging in there. And if there's any way that we can help your business to either
True.
get off the ground or grow, reach out to us at that website, triangleSolutionsAlliance.com. There is a contact us page, and we will be happy to be in touch with you.
So everybody have a good week. We'll
Take
see you
care.
next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.